and welcome to another edition of Extremely Cocky's War Review. I'm going to go ahead and get the war log up, and as you can see, we've been posting a lot of losses recently, but we've got a win to show you, thankfully, against Gungroids. Hopefully this is the start of us winning again. We absolutely thrashed these guys. They were quite bad at attacking. We beat them by 9 stars, and their highest 3 stars they got against us was base number 7. As you can see, they only had 1 TH10, as did we did. So once he didn't get any stars on Rich, we knew that wasn't going to happen, and they didn't even attack Studley hung well, and they left stars all over the map. Our highest 3 stars was against base number 2. That was myself. Let's go ahead and have a look at that attack. Now, I was doing an EQ go lava, an earthquake go lava, and while my internet catches up, I'll explain what one of those is. And it's basically a go lava with earthquakes. Who knew? But the idea behind it is you need one more hound than there are air defences, and in this instance I'm going to try and take down 2 air defence with 2 golems, 2 heroes, and about 7 wizards. And you can do this if you can open up enough of the base. So I'm going to put my earthquakes down directly on top of that blower, which will open up the core, the 2 boxes next to it, and a box behind it. So all I need is 2 wall breakers to get into here, and in theory I should just be able to walk up to those air defence. And as soon as those air defences are gone, we've got an extremely well laid out set of defences. So 2 loons on the cannon, 2 loons on the archer tower, 2 loons on the archer tower, 2 loons on the cannon, so on, so on, so on, and so on. And then I'm going to run out of loons and just put 1 on that cannon there. And in theory, my hounds, the first one I'm going to put in on that air defence there, then I'm going to start putting the loons down, then I'm going to put a second one down on it in case the first one bursts, and then I'm going to put another one on this one, and then the loons behind. And in theory, I shouldn't lose a single loon because they're constantly protected. So let's go ahead and see if that's what happened. So I'm going to come in down here, and crucially, there's no splash damage really for the wall breakers. So the wall breakers are just going to get in really nice and easy. Only 2 wizards to create a funnel. Keep the 2 center items, because then your heroes will take those and then walk forward into the hole. And that's what happened. I almost forgot the earthquakes, so I had a bit of a rush here, and there they go. So now we've got access to the town hall and the air defence. Down goes a heal because it's obvious 4 Teslas are there, plus I'm about to pull the clan castle. The king's going down fast, so I raged him. He got the queen, so that's her out of the way. That queen's about to take down that air defence, and then this golem here is going to pop and take down the second air defence. So now we can bring in the loons, and really it doesn't matter what happens down there now. So I put the 2 first ones in on a wide stance to pick up as many air mines as I possibly could, and as I said, drop 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and now in comes the third hound, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and then 1 single one at the end. And if you watch, at no point does anything ever fire at a loon. We got we picked up a red air mine there, but wasn't enough to take it out. And with the last defences about to go, we've still got 2 unburst hounds. It was a bit of a hassle, to be honest. If the if the hounds had burst, cleanup would have been a lot quicker. So I mean, this took 2 minutes 45 seconds because those 2 hounds didn't burst, but it was just complete and utter overkill. So I'm not going to make you sit through the cleanup. But that's about as flawless as you can do an attack, I think, and definitely one of my best attacks. So that's the EQ Go Lava, and you can do an EQ Go Hog, sorry, an EQ Surgical Hog too. So if you can open up enough of the base to be able to get access to both double big bombs, and then obviously you can just release the hogs without not even needing a heal. So let's go ahead and look at who got the second highest 3 stars, which I believe was Ed. Yep. So Ed is doing. Ed has recently discovered Penta, thanks to one of Dot's most recent videos, and the idea with Penta is now, as you can see, this base has got very low air defense. Didn't really stand a chance, but you put either 2 hounds down, your loons down, and then another 2 hounds, or just pop both hounds in on each side. But we're going to put a hound down on this one and on this one, coming in from this direction here, and then we're going to put a rage over each air defense, and that covers the whole base. And then the hounds will go over to these air defences, another 2 rages, and then a 5th hound in from behind just in case. And yeah, it's a really good technique at mid-level TH9. Really good technique. So you can see Ed's just pulled the clan castle. He's put his king down for distraction, and he's raged his queen, and then while his king's still got half health, the clan castle are gone. So now we can put in the loons, and as you can see, the expos are actually set to ground only, so that was a bit of a mistake, and it's going to make Ed's job a lot easier. So he's more or less covered the whole base there with a line of loons. Obviously they'll gravitate in clumps towards the defences, but he's got his rage spells pretty much bang on there, maybe a tiny bit wider, but as you can see, he's covered the whole base. In come the second ones. That last hound came in from the back there, and he's more or less wrecked the base in 30 seconds. Did anyone see a blower? I think not. I'm sure Ed did lose a couple of loons, but I didn't actually see him lose any. And again, I won't make you watch through the clear up. I can't quite see how many hounds he's got left. 1 or 2. Excuse me. Fantastic 3 stars there by Ed. And I know Ed also did Penta on base number 10 for 3 stars as well. So let's go ahead and look at Clash of Clans most heroic, which I think was Brian. Yep. Jen will be most disappointed that he took that he took her most heroic. So Brian's pulled the clan castle here. Now he clearly hasn't thought through as to where he's going to lure them to, which is why they just sit here doing nothing for a little while. But he eventually puts them into this corner here. Now he could easily have put them on that camp there, because there's a much shorter distance for them to go from there to there than there is all the way over here, and with every second counting, I would always opt for the shorter option. Anyway, he's lured them into this corner. Let's make them go. And obviously the greater the time, the longer the distance is between the dragon and the loon, if you were going to use a poison. So he's brought a dragon to deal with their dragon, and the wizards take down the loon. So I don't ever recommend with hogs coming in from 2 different sides of the base. Obviously Brian pulls it off here, but it's not ideal. again, trying to save every second you can in case time is an issue. And the amount of 3 stars I've not got because I missed out on 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds worth. If he'd have dropped them in a 180 anywhere, starting from anywhere to anywhere in a 180 on a base like this, they would just move through in a wave in a straight line. In fact, I can show you such an attack after this. So obviously now he's just got a bit of clean up. He's still got his dragon, still got 2 wizards out of the 3 that he dropped. So clean up's going to be pretty quick. And I just want to see what time. So Brian did that in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's hardly slow. It would have been so much faster had he have not waited 10 seconds to decide where to do that. Don't fail me now, internet. So Brian did base 18. Was it 18? So Brian did base 18. Let's have a look at Pablo on base 17. Now this attack was a bit easier luring the clan castle because some idiot put it there. And the only option for me, it's not the only option, but the reason I went for the corner was so that dragon is locked on to that archer. So what you can do is you can drop all of these archers onto it and it will still head for its original archer, which gives you again an extra few seconds of those archers not being targeted by the dragon. Now I'm going to chop the hogs. 6 hogs, 6 on the wizard tower, on that archer tower, on that archer tower, and on that wizard tower. And where the base is laid out, they will have to then go to the mortar next, and then to the air defence, and then back out to the cannon, and then split up for these last 4 defences here. And I'm assuming the big bombs are in there, so I'm going to try and save some hogs to go into that box there to alleviate the main bunch having to go in there. That's one way you can get around big bombs. It didn't actually work, but you'll see. Ooh. So you can cover the whole base with 2 heals. There go the hogs at the bottom, and that second tussler popped up, which just meant a tiny bit too long, and those hogs actually beat me in there. But as it was, they set off one at a time, and it was in a healer. It was in a heal, sorry. So we just got some clean up to go, blah, 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 blah. And in theory, because the hogs have all gone around the base in one direction, it should be quicker. So I'm going to end up with egg on my face now. We had 2:15 to beat. 2:05. Okay, so that brings us to the end of another war review, and I will bring you the next one as soon as it's done. But as always, thanks for watching, and see you again soon.